Welcome back to another episode of NaytonTech. Today we're going to be going over the MIUO Jump Starter and battery pack. This is a 15,600 milliamp hour battery, which has a start amperage of 700 amps, which is pretty good for a small battery pack this size, and a peak amperage of 1500 amps. It does have a couple other outputs on it. It has a flashlight. It has two standard USB Type A outputs. Let's see, these are, the blue one is a 5 volt, 9 volt, or 12 volt output, and the black one is a 5 volt, 2.1 amp output, so that's like a fast charger. It does have a USB-C on the side. This is for charging, where you charge the device, and I'll show you the charger that comes with it. So it charges via USB-C, but you can also output to charge your phone if that's the type of cable that you have. This output here is a 12 volt 6 amp output. There's no connector that comes with this, so if you have something that plugs in there, you can use that. There's a power button on the top with 4 LEDs to tell you the charge. Those are blue if you can't tell in there. And here I'll show you an example of the flashlight. Enough to, not super bright, but it'll at least help you see at night if you're needing to jump start the car or whatnot. Here are the connectors for the jump starter, or your jumper cables. So what else comes with it? You get the jumper cables. So it has two nice clamps. Decent sized cable. I'd probably say about a 10 gauge wire on those, color coded correctly. This is the connector that plugs into the battery pack. Over here there is an LED and a switch to reset. Comes with a power brick, USB Type A, and this, if I remember correctly, was a 5 volt 3 amp charger. It's a little bit bigger than your average one, and it has a USB A to USB C type power cable, flat cable. You get instructions, tell you how to use it, and also a very nice hard case. Zipper is actually pretty nice on it. Has a pouch and then a separator where you can put, and then an area down below for the actual battery pack. So what we're going to do to test this, because I don't like giving you guys anything except for an honest review, what I'm going to do is I have a 2003 Honda Element. It's got a 2.3 liter inline 4 engine in it. The battery's been going out for about the last year, so this is actually something that if it works, I will be carrying with me everywhere I go. Honda's been telling me the battery's going out. It still charges, or it still starts the car perfectly fine. We'll see how this winter goes, because batteries definitely don't like the cold here in Idaho. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn my lights on for about an hour till I notice they're starting to dim, and see if the car starts. If it doesn't, then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hook the jump starter up, see how well it does. I'm going to kind of replicate an instance where I accidentally left my lights on for part of the day. Either the battery's completely dead or close to it. See if I at least get a click on the starter or not. I will do all of that in the video. I'm going to try to do it all in one shoot and see how well this jump starter does. So let's go ahead and hop over to that and see in real time or real life how this thing does. So to test this, I've gone ahead and let my high beams run on for about an hour, and I can't even get my window to go down. Actually, I'll show you guys. I try to start it, I don't even get a click. Like no, nothing. Window won't go down. Oh, it goes down slowly now. But I'm getting no clicks on the, not even clicks on the starter, so the battery's pretty dead. Like if you accidentally left your lights on all day at work or whatnot. So next step, they say, is to turn on. Just press the button. See the blue lights there? This one's fully charged. I had it charging all night, so we'll see what this does with a full charge. Plug in the connector. Actually has a pretty good, nice, solid connector there. Then when you connect, you should get a solid green light here, and that's when it's okay to try to start the car. Negative to negative. Positive to positive. Okay, so I've got red flashing. So it's flashing back and forth, red and green. See how long this. We'll see how long this takes before it gives me a solid green to start the car. Of course, the moment that I start recording, the wife comes home.
Are you live?
Yes. Yes. So this is still flashing red and green. And it goes green, red, green, red, green, red, and then resets. There we go. Actually, I have a solid green, so I held the button down for 3 seconds, and I've got a solid green, and I heard the car turn on, so let's see what happens. That was actually impressive. I didn't expect it to even start anywhere close to that easy, because I couldn't even get a click on the starter 3 minutes ago. Now what I'm really curious about, I still have 4 bars on this as well. So this is my Honda Element. It's got a 2.4 liter. It has a 2.4 liter inline 4 engine. This says that it will start, let's see, an 8 liter gas engine or a 6.5 liter diesel engine. And as easy as that started, I wouldn't really be that surprised if it did do it. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty impressive. This is definitely something I'm going to be carrying with me in both of my cars if we're going any more than a couple miles, or pretty much anywhere really. Accidentally leave your lights on when you go into the store to go grocery shopping, come back out, the battery just isn't strong enough to start the car. This would definitely come to the rescue. Like I said, I left my high beams on for an hour, and that's how low my battery was. I couldn't even get a click on the starter. It was so low. One thing I did notice, when this is flashing, when this little LED on here is flashing red or green, hold the power button or this little reset switch down for about 3 seconds. It went to solid green, and I went and started the car after about 5 seconds, and it fired up like it had a full battery. I was extremely impressed. I did not expect it to have that much power on the initial start. I was expecting to have kind of a slow roll, you know, kind of a slow start. I didn't expect it to have that much power. And also, I haven't even plugged this in yet, and I still have 4 lights on it, full charge. The instructions say make sure you have a 25% charge on this before try starting the car. So this thing must have quite a bit of amperage output on it, because that's just crazy that it started that. So I would not be surprised. And when they say that this is an 8 liter gas or a 6.5 liter diesel engine, I believe them. I mean, after testing this with my 2.5 liter car and it started it that easy, it's not going to be if your car's been sitting for 6 months and the battery's completely dead, this probably isn't going to work for you. But for something on a day-to-day basis where you accidentally left your lights on, when your kids left the dome light on, this is going to save this is going to save your life. You're not going to have to try to find somebody with jumper cables. These are your jumper cables. And then on top of that, you can charge your cell phone. You can charge any of your devices with it, especially with 15,000 milliamp. I mean, this would charge a cell phone like, what's 15 divided by 3? I mean, 3,000 milliamp. I mean, that's 5 times at least. So for the $95 that this thing costs on Amazon, this is going with me everywhere. It'll charge all my stuff and start my car. Why not? Go pick one up. If you guys like this episode, make sure you subscribe, like down below, ask any questions, and we'll see you next time.